Hello, hello, it's Jill from Glimmerbug, and today I want to share with you the project that I am doing for the 2022 100-day project. I don't know if you know anything about it, but we spend 100 days each day doing some form of a creative collage or drawing or doodling or page in your journal, whatever it is that you want to do, as long as it's something creative and you do it for 100 days straight, which can be a little intimidating, but I try to do it every year. This year I'm feeling really good about it because I've decided to do ATC sized cards that are collaged using my scraps from my my scrap basket of papers and ephemera. So I wanted to share with you what I've gotten done so far. And before I forget, if you head over to my blog, which is glimmerbug.com, I post every day what I have done for each of my collages. So, all right. So let's get started. So I'm just going to go through and show you each day what I've done. So, and it's just pieces from my scrap basket. And some glitter, because who doesn't love glitter? It's fabulous. And then I write on the back like what each day is. This one's one of my favorites. I love this one. I love mushrooms. I love the scrap and the butterfly. Positive mind. This is just some paint and some tissue and some doodles. Do you hear my pug snoring in the background? She's on her bed here, on her mat. This is a watercolored cactus. I'm noodling around with a new watercolor book that I got, and so this is one of the projects, but I thought it came out really cute. It says comfortable, which I thought was kind of funny because they're so prickly. And then this has little underwater type of a scene. It said, "Life's a beach, enjoy the ride." And I put, "Become still and alert." This was just a watercolor doodle with some mixed media and some black and white pen work. Nonetheless, pretty little dragonfly. Thought he was kind of cute. Again, more scraps of different pieces that I have in my scrap basket. This bird. I love birds and I love making birds, and I actually have a bunch of these pre-made birds in my shop over at glimmerbug.com. If you are interested in buying a set of those where they're pre-made, you can use them on any sort of tags or artwork or journals. This is actually, it's kind of tough to see, but this yellow sun is a cut up piece of fabric. Some more positive, I like positive things. And a nice little tree with, again, scraps just ripped out of pieces of paper. This is, I think it goes this way. Ripped up pieces of paper, so some paper from a catalog, some scrapbook paper, some tissue paper, a page from a dictionary with some watercolor splattered over it. This little bird stuff. Actually, I'm sitting in my one of my rooms in my house, and I love listening to the birds outside. And then this girl, she's a little ballerina, and I put her with a little hardware, like an invoice, because I thought hardware, and she's so frilly and soft and fabulous. He's a little scrap monster. Isn't he cute? Isn't he funny? He's just all different pieces of paper together with says love. Another pretty butterfly with the word journey on it, and painted papers and scrapbook paper and some corrugated cardboard from inside an Amazon box. And then this one just says optimistic with some book pages, some stamps, some painted papers. And then today's is love. And I love this picture of this family. They're outside of their old car. It just reminds me of a picture that maybe my parents had of them when they were younger. But it was just from an ephemera book. So that's what I have done so far for my challenge. So we are on day, today is March 1st, 2022. We are on day 17. And I kept trying to think, what am I going to do? How am I going to display these? Or where am I going to put them? So, ready for this? Ta-da! I made a book, 100-Day Project 2022 book. And I used it was like not a catalog, but a little brochure from my kid's orthodontist. So my oldest kid, she's had braces for the past year and a half, 2 years, and she just got them taken off, and she looks fabulous. But I had these extra brochures that they gave us when we first signed up for her orthodontal work. So they were in my scrap basket. And I thought, you know what? To celebrate the fact that they are off and we no longer have to pay for them until the second kid gets her braces put on, I'm going to make a little journal. So I went through and I just collaged on some papers and some paint and used bubble wrap and pieces from my scrap basket, like this lady. I used some duct tape that I had in my stash, some mark making, some splatters, a note that one of my mother's best friends from high school had written to me. And I still love her writing, so I've got that in there. And I just made this little book out of the brochure from the orthodontist. So talk about a good way to recycle. And some of it has pieces of paper collaged on, others, like this is just stamps and paint on there. So some pages are thicker, some are thinner. And then I kind of reinforced the spine a little bit with some duct tape. This is a nice piece that has some textured, like a napkin. And then some stencils and some mark making and that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my book here, and I'm going to start on this page, and I'm going to put these in to my book like this, so that by the end of all the 100 days, I will have a booklet that I made filled with my fabulous little mini collages. And then I can look through and say, I made that in 2022. So that's my plan. And I did a quick and easy binding with some wax thread. So that's what I'm going to plan on doing. That way I can keep them all together. And then I printed out some, the days of what each day is. So I've got 100 of those, so I'll put those underneath each one of which day was which, so I can keep track of that. And then by the end of the 100 days, I will have a fabulous little book of collages that I've made for the 100-Day Project. So that's what I wanted to share for today. And if you are participating in the 100-Day Project, drop me a note below. Let me know what you've decided to do for your challenge. And keep an eye on my Instagram, which is Glimmerbug or Glimmerbug Art, and on my Facebook page, which is Glimmerbug Art. And keep an eye on what I've got going on. Like I said, I blog on glimmerbug.com to show you what I've got each day for the challenge. And then when the end of the challenge is over, at the end of the 100 days, I will show you a flip through of what the final piece comes out like. So that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoy, and if you are doing the 100-Day Project, drop me a note below and comment and let me know what it is that you're working on. Have an awesome day.